It's hard to say because there are some cases of minor seconds where they don't sound aggressive. When Thelonious Monk plays them, they sound, cheerful and almost comical. It's not just that you're playing a minor second. You're playing it within a certain context of melody and harmony, rhythm, tempo, a certain timbre. There are the notes that came before and after. Now, Tom Fritz's experiment is very impressive, and it has given an answer that many of us have wondered about, I think, for a long time. But going the other direction, I've been listening to a lot of Chinese opera, and I can't tell what emotion is being represented at all in that. I like the music, and I find it interesting and beautiful, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's not just you. I have the same,
Maybe it's just the two of us.
Can I try something? Talking about expectations. Watch. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. What's interesting to me about that is, regardless of where I am, anywhere, every audience gets that. But it doesn't matter, that's just, the pentatonic scale for some reason.
If you're looking for a job in neuroscience, I think...
Just to phrase the question scientifically, Larry, what the hell just happened here? Expectation, how does the brain know that? And how does it fall into the pentatonic scale of all the intervals that are out there?
Well, on the one hand, he takes a spatial metaphor, which is the key, essentially the keyboard, and he builds it up. You notice he starts in a small interval and he slowly expands it out, and the audience sort of builds their expectations about what they're going to sing, and then Bobby just plays with that and he expands it out, and he builds a melody and he sort of harmonizes and improvises on top of it. So it starts with some shared knowledge, some shared expectations, and then it's improvised collectively. I think that's how we would think of it as behavioral. That's the behavioral side.
And it's shared cognition.
And then there's elements of joint action, shared cognition.
It's also related to motion. Music is integrally related to movement. And I think the fact that Bobby was so clear in his movements really enabled that to establish the spatial representation in a kind of solidified way.